Conversationally Speaking brings you stories about the work, relationships, and culture that go into being relentless allies for our customers, communities, and each other.
In our last episode of Conversationally Speaking, we ventured down the interesting path of Ally's strategic plan. A large part of that is focused on ways to improve our existing customer offerings and build out and diversify through new ones, all with the goal of making customers' lives better and living up to our vision to be a relentless ally for their financial well-being. One such example is Greenlight, but I'll let the folks that made it happen explain in their own words.
I'm Dinesh Chopra. I'm the Chief Strategy Officer at Ally. Part of my role is around Ally Ventures, which many of you might know. It is about making small investments in early stage companies, which can help give us the pulse of the market, but also allow us to capture some of the product innovation and bring them in-house.
Hi, I'm Emily Shallal, and I'm on our deposits team. And really, I think about the business, just keep the customer at the center of everything we do.
And I'm Peter Greene. I'm a managing director in our corporate strategy group responsible for M&A, corporate development, and Ally Ventures.
Greenlight is an investment we made as part of Ally Ventures. As we got closer to the company, we said, the product actually seems pretty interesting. We all have kids, and we said, well, we would like to use that for our kids.
So, before we get into Greenlight, can you remind us what Ally Ventures is?
We formed Ally Ventures several years ago to both attract new opportunities and to invest in strategic opportunities. Typically, we're looking for products and services that we can use now or in the future, but we may also make an investment for educational purposes.
Thanks for that. Now, let's talk about what Greenlight is.
So Greenlight is a family-focused financial services company, and their first product is really focused on issuing a debit card for kids. And that allows the child to really understand how not only to spend, but how to save their money and give back to the community in which they live. And we view them as a platform geared around helping families manage their finances.
It sounds like a cool product. How does it align with our strategic priorities and help Ally grow?
Customer experience matters more than ever, and we're not being compared to, Bank of America's or the Wells Fargo's anymore. We're being compared to the Googles and the Amazons. So every interaction that a consumer has with any company becomes the baseline that they measure every interaction going forward. When we found Greenlight, what struck a chord with us is, they are making it easy for parents to help teach kids about money. They lead with a digital-only experience that I think is best in class, and they have found a niche in the market that not everyone is focusing on. And so for us, it was kind of a sweet spot all the way around because they're digital like we are. They put the customer at the center of what they're doing, and they're doing right by parents and families. And, they're focusing on where the changing needs are for the future.
How did you find Greenlight? Is there some sort of process?
The corporate strategy group regularly goes to California to visit with startups, and we bring different business units on different trips. On one trip with the deposit team, we met a company that was similar to Greenlight.
Yeah, we were very energized by the companies that we met with. And to Pete's point, the company that was really focused on kids kind of caught our interest. And while that company wasn't right, when we got back, we said, you know what, this just seems like it makes a lot of sense for Ally. And so we kind of did a quick market scan, and we came across Greenlight, who was just coming onto the market. And we were like, oh my gosh, this company could not be a better fit from a product standpoint, from a culture standpoint, just from a passion standpoint.
You mentioned before that the idea started to form because of your experiences with your own kids. Can you share more on that?
Greenlight absolutely hit that personal chord because I have a 9, 11, and 13-year-old. So the very first thing actually that I did is I got Greenlight for all 3 of my kids. And it's, just seeing the passion that they had for the product, and as a parent, watching them use it and understand the value of a dollar. The very first thing my 9-year-old did was have her nanny take her to Target, and she spent every dollar that she had on her Greenlight. And when she came home, she was so disappointed, but she realized that she made a very bad purchase decision, and it was one of those moments as a parent, I was like, you know what, she totally gets it now.
Financial well-being and mobility is a focus for Ally as a whole. Do you see other opportunities to use Greenlight?
Right now, we're finalizing the integration plans from a deposit standpoint, but we think that there's a lot of opportunities to expand Greenlight even outside of deposits. So we think there's a lot of opportunity even in basic education. How do you help kids understand how important money is to their financial future and really just their future in general, whether it's saving for college or avoiding debt. And one of the initial conversations that we had was with our corporate citizenship team and Greenlight to say, is this something we could do in WalletWise?
We talk a lot about how everyone here plays a role in growing Ally, and innovation is a key driver. What would be your advice to employees on finding ways to innovate?
Greenlight's one example of what we do in Ally Ventures, but there are plenty of success stories. I would encourage anybody to, if you see an issue that you think we can solve with technology, speak up.
It's everybody in their day jobs can innovate on something. And it's really just about how do we continually challenge ourselves to be better. And I think it's really, if you just apply things from a customer lens, and who your customer is may vary, but if you can see things in the way your customer sees things and think about how to continually improve that, and it's whether you have an idea that's not related to anything that you support here, and just having the ability to be able to speak that idea out loud so that people can hear it and do something with it, or think about how you can make small improvements in what you're supporting. That's driving innovation at Ally.
So, in other words, be better.